So what I want to bring today in the clinic is to really look at self-hurting mechanism. So like hitting bones or scratching myself, or as I did, I have had last week an injury with my thumb. I squeezed the capsular of my thumb, and it was the left hand. And today I recognized, and also 2 days before I hit my knee because I bended my right foot. So, and then I checked, okay, what happened? I have had some unawareness, what is going on. So I was walking and then I make a bended or distortion in my foot. And and today I really recognized it was like really using unconsciousness, so really like gremlin to let take over and yes, like bringing stress to my system as also a symptom or a sign something is not working. And I really went over it. So like, okay, I will take care. I made some movements that I know, some, yeah. And at the same time, I really haven't listened to it. What is really the purpose that I hit somehow myself? And today I really found a deep sadness behind it that I missed to express what was really there, or what is really there, what is in my awareness, what is in my consciousness about me, what wants to be said, or what I really feel. And I know it from myself because I worked a lot on made EHPs to overcome patterns of self-injuries. And it was really a wake-up call again. So to be more flexible again, to check myself, to stop for a moment, to not keep on running, not say, everything will be okay. I have a body, he will take care, and or she will take care. And I really rested only in the moment when a friend of mine, she brought her hands on me and she felt, whoa, there's a lot of tension in you, and whoa, everything, your sympathetic nerves are like running. And I felt really sad about, yeah, that I let my gremlin do that, overrun my heart. So I want to share it with you because maybe you know that too, or you have different experiences or sharings. What do you experience? How you handle your body and your awareness with it.
I'm really, can you hear me all?
Yes, go.
I'm really I I'm really blown away that you bring this up because I was just sitting here feeling into like what is it that I'm bringing today? And I tell a little bit the background before you can make the connection, but I had a lot of intellectual revelation the last week, like a lot of emotional intellectual revelation, and I'm noticing that I drift into a fantasy world and start to build things, and I'm trying to learn to come back and not drift away. And I asked myself, like, this seems to be my theme right now. And I came here and I was like really moved by the session we had with the migraine where I had a migraine and you invited me to be really in the now and now and now and to feel my grounding cord both directions and to be in contact. And I felt like this is a medicine that I want to come and take part in today. And And as we were all silent just now, I was thinking, okay, and what is actually the physical expression of this? Because I don't feel sick, I don't have any pain. And then as you, just before you started to speak, Michaela, I thought, I have been picking at myself. I've been picking the spots and on my skin and making little wounds and the skin around my nails. I pick at this, like just before coming on here, I was picking at this. And then you said this about self-harm, and I was like, I yeah, that's exactly what is going on in me, like this. And I know this pattern from myself for a long time. And I know that I don't do it for long periods of time when particular points in myself are fulfilled, when a particular stability or safeness is there. And it seems to me right now that I have, and I think this is the reason I drift into my fantasy worlds, a lot of unprocessed emotional fear that is constantly there and expresses itself in these picking and hurting myself. And I've known this theme for a long time of picking, and I never found the way, like I never quite understood, like, okay, how do I overcome this? Like how do I, I tried just stopping and being really, I'm not going to do this, and this didn't work. And um yeah, I'm kind of it's partly joy and partly I'm just a bit blown away that you bring up the theme exactly at this time. Um and I feel a lot of fear.
What's your fear about,
Yeah,
Samoto?
Not being connected, like being and not being able to really express what is going on with me. I wanted to. I had these revelations to do with how I have hurt some people in my life, emotionally hurt them, and I wanted to write to them. And I've been trying to write this letter to say, I understand and I'm sorry. And um, I I noticed that I drift off into something that's not connected when I try and do this. And I'm scared that I can't communicate what I want to communicate. I don't know how to take responsibility yet for this. Yeah, I don't have the expression that I think is necessary for healing the rift.
yes, Samantha, I'm also glad about the synchronicity because I'm also wanting to write something, and I know the same what you said somehow, like how to find the words, how to be accurate, how to bring it from my heart, how to be not justifying, like really being in contact, how to find that. And it seems for me connected to the behaviors of self-injuries, as you said, picking or nail biting or something else. It seems like how to find first really awareness and consciousness in me, like being centered, or because it's not about the other person, about the healing, or it's not about, so when I really see that the consciousness is somehow splitted in the unconscious fear, in the rescuer, in the taking care of a situation, instead of how it is to be really authentic in that moment, in that now, and to dare to say everything from heart. So, and I speak it right out because I don't know it either. So maybe you can bring more wisdom also, the whole group. What do you do, or how you connect, especially from my inside to the other person, from me, my being. not only in a space, not only in a, yeah, like in a fantasy, you said, in an idea of.
I bit my nails for 43 years. And yes, I was really afraid. I was, and I am still afraid of mostly everything around me and the world. What I found out was the anger that I had behind of it. I was biting furiously so that I could have something to do and not to feel the mix of fear and anger, not to feel that anxiety. And I was also running my life as a uncontrolled train. Everything was intensity, so that I would not stop. And I was creating accidents for myself, either several accidents in my body, or I was breaking bones because I was overdoing in sports, or because I kept on hurting myself. And each time I was hurting myself, I could rest. My emotional body could rest. I could have peace in that moment. There was no inner screaming with ego parent or ego child voices saying, I should, you have to. You have to do something, you have to do this, you have to do that. Now you stop. Now I stop. And from one day to the other, I stopped biting my nails. What happened in that moment is that I touched my anger. I put it out. I expressed it. And then I had a vehicle to my anger to start to move elsewhere in a different way. So I did not need my physical body anymore. Well, I needed to express it, but not really going against myself, going against my own body. I could just let my body relax. And then I found sadness.
Yes, thank you, Luis. And it looks like that you also used the resonance tissues, that you brought back the anger to the bones somehow. So it's like they showed the way. They showed, okay, it was about the bones. So when to check where is it? So what is the language from it too? Or the nails, the heart structure.
And I was also keeping the anger one hand away. So it was not only inside, I was keeping a full block of anger in front of me or in my back, so that people would not get close, so that other people could not touch me. So yes, instead of allowing the anger to come back to the resonant tissues, to the bones or elsewhere, it was the opposite movement. What I did was coming close to the world and letting the world touch me. It also worked, changing the direction.
Yeah, I love it to see really the whole world as an organism. It has also bones and it has also soft tissues, and to be in connection. Start first. Be conscious first.
And when I look at you, Samantha, is it okay that I comment on something that I saw on you? When you said that you are picking your skin, what it looks is like you're going in. You're trying to go in. And I was trying to go in all the time. And being violent with myself. And maybe that's what you are actually trying to do. You are trying to write. You are trying to write from outside, inside, maybe.
And to not do it only in your head, maybe you want to do it to really let it be bigger, so that it is seen and conscious and expressed. To really feel what is here.
And Samantha, how is it now? So do you have the impulse to pick or to do something with your skin?
A bit. But I think also because I have contact with you, it's less strong. I think when I'm alone, it's much more like a distraction maybe. So I'm moved by what you said, Luis and Michaela, because what landed in me is I'm trying really hard to like dig in to find out what it is that I can take responsibility for and show, and I'm experimenting at the moment this last week with, instead of focusing on what my shadow and my mistakes are, like to focus on what I want to put my power into the world with. And this is really a big shift that I don't quite get yet. Like yeah, and it's like this going in is also, it's also part of a kind of almost like narcissistic like loop of like trying to find something and kind of in a closed loop. And I feel afraid of being angry about things, about things outside. I feel afraid of that. And also when you said about this, I mean, I don't know entirely how you meant it, but what came to me was like this, that I'm trying to write a letter from outside. It's like I understood something, and I understood it in a fantasy way, like I had a picture. And then I'm trying to describe this picture, and somehow I don't have the words for that. Like it's I don't manage to bring outside and inside together. Like and this is really scary. It's really like something's really important that I understood, and I want to communicate it, and I want to communicate it well, because I think I understood something evolutionary, revolutionary, and I think this is also like my mangle, my scarcity, my self-doubt. Like I think, boy, how do I express this? And my tendency is to go into sort of a fantasy where the things that I'm describing don't connect anymore. They don't really make sense and become childish, like and over the top, like full of a joy and fear mix. And I don't want to do this anymore. I want to, yeah, be precise, like you say, Michaela, and really work out what it is that landed in me that I can land in the world and in the people around me. And grow into that.
What is that right now?
Yeah, I noticed it was self-care, and then also this kind of also like this feeling for a point to scratch again, like this. It's sort of both. It's like I felt like tender towards myself, and then also, yeah, it's this yeah, anger and fear. It's really like I can't do this, or I
Are you sure?
no, I think it's emotional. Yeah.
And you can take your hand and bring your hand on your ears and let it be there. What is now without knowing what comes. And when this is
Oh, it's really all at the same moment goes, and yes, that one.
It's really a lot of pain that I have to that I understood something about the connectivity of the world and the pain of people around the world and how that relates to how I behave, and it's like I understood it and then I tried to stay in the picture because otherwise I would start to feel everything that I do and other people do to one another. And I am really scared of that. I really just would rather stay with the picture and the understanding.
Go.
Yes, that one.
And I'm really scared that I go into like that I sink into it and that I get lost or go into a victim state or yeah.
Samantha, somehow you are talking about it. Let it flow, feel it.
Yeah, say that with the sounds. Yeah.
I understood that so many people are not ready to understand something and I'm really scared and I know this is childish and yeah, yeah. Like since I since I had these revelations about how I treat my daughter and how like female violence as part of the patriarchy exists subtly and emotionally, I since then nobody wants to hold space for me in possibility management spaces. I don't find people. They don't have the time or something. It's like literally since I had this revelation, it went from having an EHP every second day to no one for 5 days answering for me. And I really was just like, shit. And I understood how the culture where I came from that I have really abused and tried to make the bad guy for making me feel this, for helping me feel this, like that I stepped out of them to get away and that I have been using possibility management spaces and
Samantha,
to avoid
wait. So let it flow. Let it not so much words. So let your body more, yeah, be there and
Don't be static with your hand. If the hand wants to move or you're here, here.
and let all these pictures, you get all these pictures and impressions, let all them what pops up, let it go without knowing how it works.
Yeah, that one.
Hold on these things. The next bubble come and the next bubble goes. You can feel it, let it feel it, and yeah. Yes, and yeah, let this flow inside of you, through your body.
I'm really scared. I don't know how to explain this.
And this too, yes, let these pictures go to yes. And Amanda, I have a question to your heart. So it looks like your heart wanted anything to say or to express. Your heart. So let your heart speak or be there. It's nothing to do. Yeah, it's only be aware you have a heart. Yeah. Yes, and if there are words, let the words come out, and if not, it's okay.
I don't want to be a part. I don't want to be a part.
From whom you don't want to be a part?
From my community and also just from the world. I don't want to be apart from everything. I don't want to have to separate things, to cut things apart. To create this connection. And I understood this on so many levels.
No matter while all this is happening, let all this happen and open a little bit your eyelids so that physical light can come in. Yeah. So that's that first what's happened is you cut the connection with yourself. You cut the connection of your visual system when you make this and go more inside. So the invitation is let this flow and let the physical light in. Yeah.
Say that R or express it.
Yeah, uh, I'm so fed up of being like a victim of everything being too much, the story, and being afraid that I can't be with what is. and closing off more. I don't want this. Or thinking I can't, like I can't come into connection. It won't land. I will be too much. All these stories.
Yeah, so be in touch with you. Be in touch with yourself. As you said it, and you touched yourself. Yeah.
Ah.
So, Michaela Helbig, what's going on in you?
Wollte meinen Kiefer bewegen.
I wanted to move my chin.
Hm. Der hält in letzter Zeit sehr fest.
So here's it. And the last time it was really stiff or holding.
Und ich kann es nur vom Kopf her sagen, da spreche ich Dinge nicht aus.
And I only can say it from my head. I speak, no, I didn't spoke it out or speak it out.
Und ich weiß nicht mal, ob es Worte sind.
And I don't know if there are words. Yeah, thank you, Michaela, because somehow it's like the bridge to what I want to share too, to also Samantha. It is today I experienced in a session with a woman that I shifted from holding space from her for her as like a professional or a rescuer, and listening to again the story when she's talking about her relationship with her man. And at one point I really felt so sad. I really started to cry in front of her. And she was so shocked about that. And she said, whoa, what did I do? And I said, really, it is, I'm touched. It's not about you somehow. It is about you. It's like such a mirror that there is no separation at all. That I can see myself in you, and in you mirror also, maybe I mirror you. Yeah. So because you tell it to me, because there is an openness to share it. And it was all about Gremlin. It was all about how to handle a man as a child and how he behaved as a child and vice versa. And naming it a relationship, a marriage. And my heart was really, it was so painful to see, yeah, it's Gremlin. And also to sit around her and only listening to that, and it is so much to feel, as you said. So it is really in each moment. It is an illusion that we are disconnected. Yes, and your yawning is amazing. So as it is for the jars to yawn. And it's about, I really know also, as you said, Michaela, to go into my head and to not feel, to handle all that, what is going on, and to make myself numb, and then, okay, to come alive again, to pick or to hurt myself, or have the illusion I'm separated. And I think there is really a key to also heal a lot. It's a different kind of communication. And maybe, Iris, also something is in you right now where when you touch your body and make this movement.
The movement I know from myself, from just calming myself down. Like, yeah, saying that it's okay when there's a lot of things happening inside of me. And I'm a bit unsure how this is only my second time joining one of these meetings. So there is also some nervousness towards it. So I've just been trying to explore that and also what my body is communicating to me these days, because for a while I've noticed that my right arm and my shoulder is like locking, and today I woke up and I couldn't use it at all. It's like very hurtful, and I just started a new job, and for a while I've also been aware that it's my right arm and it's the arm that I work with, and it's like this unbalance in my left and my right side, and that I'm always trying to show that I'm worth of the job that I'm doing here, and that my left side is always like I cannot work with my left side. It's like then it's too slow and it's not doing what I wanted to do, and it's not efficient enough. And it's like, I think it's, or like, at least that was what I thought, that it was those things it was about.
So I stop your thinking right now, okay? Are you willing to really go and move into your body? So and let your right and left side, your arms, speak with each other from the inside, expressing whatever comes. And you can start with a hello, so that you not only be energetically there, really with your heart too.
So Iris, can you look to your arms? Thank you. Do you have two arms? Two hands, fingers? Yes, thank you. So it's more, yes, let yourself more be in your body. When you close your eyelids, energetically you are flying away. The invitation is you have two arms and you can let them speak or move with the arms in which way your arms wants to move. I don't know.
Or fly.
Fly, yes.
Shoulder blades.
Mm.
And you don't know this now, how it goes. So let your arms talking, moving. Yeah.
Hello, hello.
Mm.
Yeah, that. Ooh.
In our conversation, so hello, arm. How are you? Mm. And what does it What's your arm saying?
I'm not sure that I've found the right. There is a shyness in me that it makes it difficult for me to ask and listen. But it still felt like my arms was kind of new, and it also came with a sadness because I could really feel that, like that
Yes.
they hadn't been talking to each other.
Go. Yeah, go.
And did you say hello at first?
Mm.
Mhm.
Great. You can say hello again. It's hello again. So yeah.
And even that you are shy, you really made that movement here. So you showed that. That was really natural from your body.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm.
Invited, but it's really like an invitation for me to move with you. So in German we say schunkeln, and I don't know the English word, but somehow it is like we are all sitting in the same boat. And also it has really a meaning, I think, to really move our body like that and give us like liquidity. And I know from people here in the room, it is really also a way to, as you said, to calm down and to feel myself more. And it is sometimes also to not feel so much.
Mm.
So, and I really like to do it with you because I really feel like really the thing about we are all sitting in the same boat. We have all wisdom for each other. We have an eye level. There are bones, nerves, cells, organs. Yeah. Yeah. Can you say that, Iris? Something is moving right now.
Hi. Sorry, there's someone talking to me. Yeah. Yes. He is. She's just following people around. Is it okay that you take me?
And then other boats are arriving.
Yeah.
The next journey. So I want to hear also you, Mechthild.
Sorry?
It's something there on your side, what you want to share.
I felt very much in the same boat with you, Michaela, when you told about your hurting yourself. And, that's what I'm doing myself too, and it's difficult for me to get out of that. And that's especially now, it's in the legs, and I have hurting nerves in the legs. It's called neuropathy. And it makes me sometimes desperate. I like that. Try to get out of it. Get rid of it. And for example, when you told about being disconnected with other people, I can't stay a long time with other people because my legs are hurting so much. So I have to go away after an hour or two, but not I couldn't cannot make any excursions or something like that because it hurt so much.
Mechtel, how is it now?
Now,
Yes. That was the past, and how is it now?
still tense. There's tension.
And what do you feel right now there in your legs? What do you feel in your legs right now? In the area where is tension?
Sadness.
Sadness. Okay. And it looks that the sadness, when you said it, was not at the place. You spoke it like from here and not from down there where the tension is. Can you really go there and express it from there? Okay, and say really something. I feel here so sad because. Yes, and Iris, you have still the space in the room, also the space to also continue what you do with your shoulders. Yeah. Yeah, can you let that speak, to really let the feeling come? Yeah.
And here is the same with you. So what do you feel in your back, in your upper back?
In my neck.
No, I'm talking to Iris.
Okay.
Yes, and you in your legs. Yeah, in your.
You can feel what's going on in your legs, which feeling is now, and let this feeling rise. And the same for Iris. My question was, what do you feel, Iris, in your upper back? Now, which feeling or emotion is there? What do you realize? What was the first what comes up? And I can't hear you, Iris, because you are muted.
Uh-huh. perfect. It was, the first thing, it was the sadness. And I know that I'm a bit much in my brain right now, so I'm not really sure if the pictures I get is from my body. But what I had was this like holding up like a puppet somehow, like trying to like show myself being another place than where I'm actually am, but like
so can you let it be bigger so that we really sense that this sensation, this feeling, how it is to be like, so not longer describe it from,
I'm not sure I know what you mean.
you do it right now. You start to feel you are.
Mm.
That is what I mean. Don't swallow it. It's amazing. Really brings a picture to aliveness so that it's expressed.
Mechtel, how is your legs?
My leg?
Yes. What do you feel in your legs now?
No. Tension.
So regarding the time, so if there is something with tension, so really come closer to it. So like bring a touch, or as we have two sides, as you brought in, Iris, two shoulders, I brought two thumbs, two legs. So I have the assumption, and you can check it out, that it's really about also get in touch with the left and the right side.
Oh, yeah.
It's like an asking for connection.
Yeah, and my pain is worse on the left side. And my right side, also on the legs, is more mobile.
Yeah.
Flexible.
And it is
on the left side, it's more stiff.
So, and there is something like a wisdom. So one part is more flexible, one part is more stiff. So can you bring them together so that they can speak and learn from each other something? So put them physically together, let them speak. As I did it, for example, with a person, she has different possibilities to listen with her ears. She never spoke with one ear to the other ear. She only spoke about the ear, but then she changed to really let both of them speak. And she found out that there in between was a misunderstanding. And because both of them has had wisdom, but she blocked it somehow. So after she put away the block, her ears were amazing because she could really better hear from both sides.
Yeah.
And I think it's about to bring connection. So if you would like to do the experiment, like put the things, the arms, the legs, the body parts together and let them speak. Let them get in touch.
We want to fuse or to come together.
Yes, let them stick together. As I saw Samoto sitting in the airplane and making a bandage around his legs. He really bent them really close over the whole flight, to have a connection. And there are a lot of more purposes, but for now it's for that.
Yeah.
Yes, as you do it right now, Iris. Yeah. And I think it's really also the loop to the self-injuries, because there is something out of the alignment between both sides, also from the heart, the brain. And maybe you will find out something really different and more wisdom if you want to do this experiment. And I saw you nodding, Iris. So what is in you right now?
It is right now. It's not any wisdom, but it's this. But I noticed that that there had been no communication, and in that sense, there had also been misunderstandings towards like my left and right arm, and that. And when I felt that they actually that they saw each other, like that recognition of each other, and that they were very different places, but still that they wanted to communicate, then it was a relief. And that, like, so it's still like still cannot move my arm, but somehow I know that I can have them communicate. Yeah. Now they saw each other.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, is there something else to share in the last minute for today?
I feel I want to move.
Thank you. Maybe you want to move again next week in the also in the clinic. And I want to say thank you also especially to you, Samantha, because of the synchronicity. Also, I really could discover especially what you also shared. And the bridge building here, I really love them. Thank you all for participating here. It really is amazing to see the connection. Connective tissues.
Thank you, team, for today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You.
Thank you.
See you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.